Greenland, a name that conjures images of endless ice, remote wilderness, and a world untouched by time. This is a vast, remote island at the very top of the world, where nearly every corner is hidden beneath a colossal, ancient ice sheet that stretches as far as the eye can see. It's the world's largest island, yet paradoxically it's home to one of the smallest populations on Earth, a land of extremes, where isolation and beauty go hand in hand. On the map, Greenland appears as a giant white expanse, wedged between the Arctic and Atlantic Oceans. Geographically, it belongs to North America, but its heart and culture are deeply tied to Denmark, creating a fascinating blend of worlds. This unique mix of Inuit tradition and Scandinavian influence gives Greenland its distinct identity, visible in everything from its language to its architecture and daily life. For centuries, only the indigenous peoples, the Inuit, and the hardiest explorers dared to brave its wild, unforgiving frontiers, surviving through skill, resilience, and a deep respect for nature. Even today, nature still rules here. The landscape is both breathtaking and humbling, with dramatic fjords, towering glaciers, and an icy wilderness that seems to stretch on forever. Flying in, you witness a mesmerizing sight: endless white ice, punctuated by jagged black nunataks, mountain peaks that pierce through the frozen sea, standing as silent sentinels over the land. The air is crisp, pure, and biting cold, a constant reminder that you are far from the familiar comforts of home, in a place where nature sets the rules. But Greenland is as much about its people as its landscape. Here, communities are small but close-knit, shaped by centuries of living in harmony with the elements. The people are resilient and resourceful, deeply connected to both land and sea. They adapt to a world of midnight sun in summer and endless polar night in winter, finding joy and meaning in every season. To truly understand Greenland, you must understand this spirit of endurance, adaptability, and community, a spirit that has allowed life to flourish in one of the planet's most challenging environments. Greenland's natural beauty is staggering: ice, sea, and rock in bold contrast. Here the land feels ancient and untouched, shaped by forces that have been at work for millennia. The sheer scale of the landscape is humbling, with vast stretches of wilderness that seem to go on forever. Glaciers crawl from the central ice sheet, calving icebergs the size of city blocks into the ocean. These slow-moving rivers of ice are constantly in motion, reshaping the coastline and sending fresh ice into the frigid sea. The thunderous sound of ice breaking away echoes across the fjords, a reminder of nature's raw power. Each iceberg is a unique sculpture, shaped by wind and water. No two are ever the same. Some are jagged and towering, others smooth and rounded, all glistening in the Arctic sun. Their brilliant blue hues hint at their ancient origins compressed over centuries. Deep fjords carved by ancient glaciers cut into the land, sheltering colorful towns along their edges. These communities cling to the rocky shores, their bright houses a striking contrast to the wild landscape. Life here is shaped by the rhythms of the sea and the ice. In summer, the tundra bursts with Arctic poppies and saxifrage, a brief explosion of color. Wildlife thrives, humpback whales breach, seals lounge on ice, and the air is filled with the calls of seabirds. The land, though harsh, supports a surprising abundance of life. Muskoxen graze the sparse land, their shaggy coats protecting them from the chill. These ancient animals are perfectly adapted to the Arctic, surviving where few others can. Polar bears roam the sea ice, kings of this frozen realm. They are solitary hunters, moving silently across the ice in search of seals, embodying the wild spirit of Greenland. Winter brings darkness, snow, and the northern lights, ethereal ribbons of color across the sky. The aurora dances above the silent landscape, painting the night with green and violet light, a magical spectacle unique to the Arctic. Summer is endless daylight, the midnight sun shining as the ice melts and rivers flow. For weeks, the sun never sets, bathing the land in a golden glow and giving life a different rhythm. The landscape is always changing, shaped by the seasons and the elements. From frozen silence to vibrant life, Greenland is a place of constant transformation, where nothing stays the same for long. Life here is a constant dance with nature's extremes. The people of Greenland have learned to adapt, drawing strength from the land and sea, and finding beauty in the challenges they face. Greenland's wild beauty is both harsh and mesmerizing, a land where the elements rule, and every day is a testament to the power and wonder of nature. Everyday life in Greenland is shaped by its environment. Most people live in small, colorful towns along the west coast, where houses brighten the snowy landscape. Food is a blend of imported goods and local delicacies: fish, shrimp, seal, and reindeer, vital for survival and culture. Clothing mixes modern winter gear with stunning traditional costumes, especially during celebrations. Community is everything. In small settlements, everyone knows each other and helps out. Harsh weather and isolation make cooperation essential, sharing food, helping with repairs, gathering for kafamik, the beloved coffee tradition. Life moves at a different pace, rich in connection and resilience. Despite the challenges, there's warmth and hospitality at every turn. Greenlanders are deeply tied to their land and each other. Their traditions and adaptability define daily life. Here, survival and community go hand in hand. In Greenland, travel is an adventure. There are almost no roads between towns. Unlike most places in the world, you can't just hop in a car and drive to the next city. The settlements are scattered across a vast, icy landscape, separated by mountains, fjords, and the ever-present ice sheet. The rugged terrain and vast ice sheet make cars useless for long distances. Even the most powerful vehicles can't cross the endless stretches of ice and snow that dominate the island. The land itself decides how people move, and every journey requires careful planning. Air travel is the main link. Small planes and helicopters connect communities, especially vital in winter. These flights are lifelines, bringing supplies, mail, and people to places that would otherwise be completely cut off for months at a time. In summer, boats and ferries navigate iceberg-filled waters, offering stunning views and essential transport. The sea becomes a highway, dotted with icebergs and whales, connecting towns and villages along the coast. For many, a boat is as necessary as a car elsewhere, used for fishing, hunting, and visiting family. Life here revolves around the water, and every Greenlander learns to read the sea and weather. When the sea freezes, traditional dog sleds and modern snowmobiles take over, gliding across the ice. These methods are not just practical, they're a thrilling way to experience the Arctic landscape up close. Dog sledding is an ancient skill, still vital in the north and east. Passed down through generations, it's a symbol of resilience and deep connection to the land. Snowmobiles add speed and convenience, blending tradition with technology. They allow people to travel farther and faster, but the old ways are never forgotten. Greenlanders are masters of adapting to their environment, using whatever means the season allows. Whether by air, sea, sled, or snowmobile, they find ways to stay connected across this wild land. Travel here is shaped by nature, not by roads. The landscape is both a challenge and a guide, dictating every route and every journey. Every journey is a reminder of Greenland's wild, untamed spirit. Moving from place to place is never routine. It's an experience that brings you closer to the heart of this extraordinary land. Getting around is part of the adventure, and in Greenland, the journey is just as unforgettable as the destination. Greenlandic culture is a vibrant blend of ancient Inuit roots and European influences. The Greenlandic language, Kalaallisut, is central to identity, complex, beautiful, and fiercely preserved. Storytelling, music, and art are woven into daily life, from drum dancing to modern rock bands singing in Greenlandic. Celebrations mark the seasons, the return of the sun, Christmas with a Greenlandic twist, and National Day in June. Kafamik, open house gatherings with coffee and cakes, bring communities together, celebrating milestones in everyday life. These traditions foster warmth, hospitality, and a strong sense of belonging. Greenland's culture is resilient, evolving, and deeply communal. It's a tapestry of old and new, united by a love for land and people. Greenland's economy is shaped by its environment. Fishing is the backbone, with cold waters yielding prawns, halibut, and cod. Hunting remains vital in remote areas, providing food and materials, guided by respect and sustainability. Every part of the animal is used, honoring traditions passed down for generations. Tourism is growing as visitors come for icebergs, fjords, and the northern lights. Local guides, guest houses, and cafes welcome travelers, sharing Greenland's wonders and culture. Balancing fishing, hunting, and tourism is crucial for a sustainable future. Careful management protects resources and supports communities. Greenland's prosperity depends on harmony with its wild environment. Greenland is ground zero for climate change. The Arctic is warming twice as fast as the rest of the planet. The ice sheet melts more each summer, sending rivers of water to the sea and raising global sea levels. Sea ice is thinner and less predictable, making traditional hunting and travel more dangerous. Communities adapt, relying more on boats and facing new challenges to their way of life. Yet, change brings opportunity. Retreating glaciers reveal minerals, and warmer temperatures allow limited farming in the south. Greenlanders are not passive. They adapt, drawing on deep environmental knowledge. They find new ways to hunt, travel, and build their economy. Their resilience is inspiring, but the stakes are high. Greenland's story is a warning and a lesson for the world. Here, climate change is not abstract, it's daily life. To understand Greenland, imagine a day in its towns and settlements. Children walk to school past harbors filled with fishing boats and icebergs, learning both global subjects and Greenlandic culture. After school, they fish or build snow forts, embracing the Arctic playground. Hunters rise before dawn, checking sea ice and setting out with dog sleds, their skills honed by generations. In Nuuk, life is modern. Cafes, concerts, and tech startups, yet always close to wilderness. The arrival of the weekly supply ship is a community event, a reminder of isolation and interdependence. Everyday moments, shopping, sharing, celebrating, bind people together. Life here is shaped by nature, tradition, and community. These stories reveal the heart of Greenland. Greenland stands at a crossroads, balancing tradition with modern opportunity. A new generation is educated, globally aware, and proud of their roots, shaping a sustainable, vibrant future. Climate change and vast distances pose challenges, but hope and innovation are strong. Responsible industries and sustainable tourism offer paths to economic independence. Education is key, empowering young Greenlanders to lead. Greenland's strategic location and scientific research make it vital on the world stage. The world watches as Greenland adapts, a barometer for our planet's health. The future will be shaped by the warmth, resilience, and unity of its people. Greenland is a land of beauty, challenge, and enduring spirit. Its next chapter is one of the great stories of our time.